survival situation, what would you do? What do you mean? Like, what are your skills? What's your game plan? Oh, okay, yeah, I'd find a man. Find a man? Yeah, I mean, am I strong? Sure. Am I capable? Sure. Am I stronger or more capable than a well-trained man? No. Okay, well, that's internal misogyny, but we're not even going to talk about that. Why do you think this man is just going to protect you? Oh, yeah, that's where my skills come in. Oh. What should I have said, like archery or something?
Fitting on
skills to pay the bills.
Oh shit! Valentine's Day, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's my anniversary. It's not Valentine's Day.
Oh, that's why I was getting a stink eye this morning. Ah, shit.
You hand her a dead chicken and walk out.
Yeah. Well, I'm running into town to do well, this sounds gay, but a meat swap. I guess I should grab her something.
Day.
Yeah.
Look, that's definitely fitting for Valentine's Day. You gotta swap some meat.
Yep.
That's hilarious.
Oh man. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Doing good.
Is that why Justin couldn't be here? He got Valentine's Day planned.
Yeah, he's probably out on the town, painting it red, as they used to say,
Well, today's actually my wife's birthday, and when we started dating, I made sure up front she knew I don't celebrate these commercial holidays, but I'll at least give her today for her birthday.
There you go.
Dude, I'm the same fucking way though. I don't even notice like Valentine's Day. Like, it's just so stupid,
I got my wife a few chocolates, but other than that,
if it wasn't my anniversary today, I wouldn't know.
You're one of those guys who got suckered into not getting.
No. What happened was we moved up the date like 3 times and was like, okay, how can we get it done in February so we can just get it? Because I was living on the other side of the state.
Oh, see, I thought she suckered you into like, I want our anniversary to be on a Valentine's Day.
No, it's the worst because you can't get reservations anywhere.
Yeah,
hotel rooms are like 10 times the price. We
always said like when we do things for Valentine's Day, we do it like the weekend before or the weekend after. Because it's like trying to go out to eat on Mother's Day. It's just why?
Yeah.
Why would you put yourself through that?
Oh my gosh, dude! Mother's Day. I used to work at Cracker Barrel, and their biggest holiday, like not Thanksgiving, not any other holiday. It's Mother's Day is their biggest holiday. Everybody takes their mom. Everybody and their mother, literally speaking, comes to Cracker Barrel on Mother's Day.
My first real W-2 job was Macaroni Grill. I washed dishes. I was like 16, and I usually worked on Sunday afternoons at 3, and I was scheduled Sunday afternoon at 3 like usual. And I got extra high before I came into work on Sunday as usual. It's washing fucking dishes. Come on, don't give me shit. Fuck it, you got to be high. Anyhow, I walk in and it's just a madhouse in the kitchen. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? They're like, it's Mother's Day, dude. And I was like, and they're like, it's our busiest day of the year. Get to work.
Exactly.
I was like, oh fuck.
Dude,
they put me to work sorting silverware first. So it was bad. Yeah. I learned some lessons.
Now, Father's you can tell the difference between Mother's Day and Father's Day. Whatever, like you see, like okay,
yeah, nobody cares about Father's Day.
Yeah,
single mothers.
Yes,
you're not wrong.
I'm the mother and the father. Well, you shouldn't have left your husband.
Well, it's usually baby daddy, but speaking of women, I guess, and relationships. I tweeted this. Like, I'm going to show my tweet just because this was hilarious because it actually got like 90,000 views. I don't know why. Like, I've never had a tweet get this many views. It's just hilarious.
Damn.
But it was basically like these women. They're like 40. They're like, oh, I'm single. I have no children. Whatever, this kind of stuff. And it's talking about like relationships. Like this is Sargon of Akkad. He's talking about like, you know, relationships you have to build or whatever. But there's like a lot of people who believe like soulmate stuff or whatever. And I don't know if you guys ever fell for that crap. But I was like, you know, soulmate ideology like poisoned 2 to 3 generations, and it's something that should be more, like purged from the minds of your children like as quick as possible.
I believe love is finding your counterpoint in someone else's soul. I learned that from Wedding Crashers.
That is a good movie.
It's been a long time since I've seen that.
I haven't seen it in a while, but I have been slow. Every time I think I've seen every Vince Vaughn movie, a new one pops up. And I'm like, fuck. It's not even like I'm a big Vince Vaughn fan, but I just feel like I'm on a mission now to complete all the Vince Vaughn movies.
He feels like he's like a. It's almost like a Marvel movie, like the way that he's like he's like in so many interconnected universes. Like he just shows up, you know. It's like oh, Vince Vaughn.
He's the same character in all of them, you know. He's the same person.
Well, it's like watching a Nicolas Cage movie. It's the exact same character.
Yeah.
Except for a couple. I think there's a couple performances where. Like,
maybe 1 or 2.
Like they're out of the. But yeah, Nicolas Cage is usually Nicolas Cage. Like,
well, and so is I can't think of his name. There's another one.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves is his name, and man, it's gonna drive me nuts now. I can't think of the guy's name. Never mind.
We Rob Riggle.
Wasn't like Keanu Reeves in like One Romance movie though, or something like that? Like,
yeah, my wife watched that one. I caught a few minutes of it.
Yeah, we watched a Bad Batch the other day, and he was like a cult leader kind of thing in that, which is kind of interesting.
Dude, him as a cult leader would actually be pretty interesting. I bet. Depending on the writing, I guess.
Well, he was different in Bill and Ted's. Like, you got to give him that.
Yeah. That was that was the transition. Like Point Break was kind of in between those two, like from Bill and Ted to action hero, right?
Was he in the? Was he in? He wasn't in 21 Jump Street, was he? Was that his first?
No, it was Johnny Depp. You're thinking
Johnny Depp. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, Trey, pull this up. This is topical.
They're all the same.
They made a Nick Cage mod for Baldur's Gate 3. Where every character in the game is Nick Cage.
Oh, dude, I love that kind of stuff. Like, just random inserts of people and characters. But like, kind of back to that tweet. Like, did you guys ever fall for that crap or whatever? Like, oh yeah,
stuff.
Yeah.
So what are you saying? Like that there's so what you're saying, the theory or whatever that we need to kill is that there's one person out there for you and they're perfect for you.
Yeah.
Is that the
yeah?
Okay. Is that the issue? Yeah. It's it's tough because it's like I don't think there's just one person like that. That's stupid. But there is like. You think like, okay, I don't know, man, 200 years ago, like the most people in your life is like 50 to 100 people, right? And if you're like
people in your village or your city.
Yeah, right. So it's like, oh man, were we really just stuck with whoever we had, or was it easier to find your soulmate when there was only 50 people in the world? Basically, like in your world.
People weren't nearly as selfish back then either. Like half the reason you can't find a soulmate is because they're so bloody selfish and awful people.
And let's also say like needs. Like I mean, back then, like you needed a wife in the house, like or to run a fucking house to live.
Yeah.
You needed a fucking now. And this is obviously a lot of people are gonna say like this is bad, and I see what they're saying that modern prosperity is bad or blah blah blah. But I mean, there's things like it is kind of nice to not have to have 10 people living in a house to survive. You know what I mean? So like there's that too.
Like,
but,
now
that is obviously one of the downsides,
actually,
right?
So that brings up something different too. You see the video of the chick that's complaining she's making like $100,000 a year but can't like pay her rent and shit. I mean, other than the fact she probably spends too much money. But like,
I don't think there's one that's like
money problem is spending.
Well, whatever. Maybe it's less, but the thing is, like, she's like, oh, you guys had it so much easier earlier on. It's like, no, people did not have it easier. You had, there's 3 generations living in the same house or on the same land. Like, people weren't buying new cars every 2 years. It's not the same. Like, you can't even begin to compare the two.
I do think there are some comparisons. I mean, like there's like valid claims on kind of like both sides. Like yes, you can lower your standard of living and be able to sustain in modern day. Like that's like you should. Yeah, if you're buying everything, if you have 10 subscriptions to different like streaming accounts or whatever. Yes, like maybe that's a little bit excessive, and maybe like you need to adjust your standard of living. But also like you
canceling
can't
my subscription to Trey now.
yeah. Don't subscribe to me. Like seriously. There's also the fact that things are more expensive now. Like there's no denying
our currency shit compared to what it was.
But
I do have to say that
absolutely.
Yeah, one thing that pissed me off when people say like, oh, back in the 50s or 60s or whatever, only one person had to, and they like paint like this beautiful picture of how and it's like, dude, like I don't know, maybe like I don't know, my family, both of my grandmothers worked. You know what I mean? Like my dad's side, they had a family business. They fucking worked. My grandmother on my mom's side bartended to put herself through nursing school to become a fucking nurse. And my grandfather wasn't no slouch. He ran a fucking construction company. You know what I mean? But they had 11 kids. Like they both had to fucking work. You know, like I just this remembering of this time in America that I don't know, maybe for some class of people definitely existed, you know, in the 50s and 60s. But for the majority of people, I don't think it was like that. That only the dad had to work and they had a beautiful house and 2 cars and all this shit.
Well, it's just romanticizing what you don't have.
People like to claim.
They're just romanticizing what they think it was and what they don't have.
Well, my family was like that too, Dad. Right. Where like even if like the mom didn't have a quote unquote job, like while the dad was off doing construction, somebody had to make sure the farm was taken care of and the kids. Like you were still doing work. You know, you just didn't get a W-2 for it or get taxed for it.
Right. Yeah, and of course, depending on how you live, like if you have like farm, like a big rural thing, then that's everybody's working. Constantly. I guess it's a new suburban-y kind of thing. But it's funny because the same people who opine to those days, let's just say some women, are also like feministy and like I want to work. And it's like, well, what do you want here? One of the two, dude. You know?
Yeah, pick one.
I love that time travel meme where it's like women. And it's like, I'm your granddaughter. And then, like, it goes to the guy. And it's just always something cool. Like, I don't know, like Robert E. Lee with Apache choppers behind him. I'm just throwing that one out for example. That's the one I could think of.
Yeah, now we're actually gonna win this war. You know, like let's go.
There was the other one. It was the Killdozer one. It's like the girl's like, "Hi, I'm your granddaughter," and then the guy's like, "Don't go over by the hardware store. It has a sub basement."
Yeah, yes, that's
that's awesome.
Don't go there. Yeah.
Oh, is that what happened? He fell in the sub basement and got stuck.
Yeah.
Well, the tread ripped off when one of the treads went through the floor.
Damn.
Morning, Clyde.
What's up, Clyde?
Morning. You having a rough go of it, man?
Oh, the last couple of days have been long days, but we're good.
See, he's been having to deal with his soulmate. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, soulmate.
We had. I hate kidding season. It's like I just like it makes me nervous, you know, because I'm not like a doctor or
And it always happens in the worst weather.
I mean,
wait,
I gotta be careful if I tell I'm not a doctor. No, I don't want to give away the secrets, but
you can't
give away. I might get in trouble for some of my past deeds if I own up to it. But
people track you down.
Just call yourself a chiropractor. You don't have to have a doctorate for that.
This is true.
And then you can pretend.
I'm a nutritionist and a chiropractor. But yeah, we had.
You were a gynecologist.
Well,
he's all of the above. Okay.
I play one on TV, right?
Okay.
Yeah, he's not certified for that one. That was just a hobby.
I'm gonna push on this pressure point.
What happens if I do this?
Let me stick my thumb up in there.
And then I stuck my thumb. What? How I can't. I wish I could do the accent. Yeah, Steve Irwin, South Park. Yeah. Come on. Trey's the only one that gets that.
He stuck my thumb clean up his cloaca. Oh, that'll really piss him off.
Oh, he's pissed off now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's such a good episode.
Oh, I'm going to blow in this here didgeridoo, and I'm going to go in there and drop some rocks in this here Croc's head. Ain't she a beauty now?
He literally remembers it. Oh, my God.
Sheila, that's the other thing he used to say a lot. Oh, look at his
Shayla. Yeah.
You guys doing all right?
Yeah. Good.
It's good.
Someone accidentally ordered a laptop on our Amazon account, so it was either one of my kids accidentally using the one-button touch or my wife. She has this thing, like, when you put your phone up, it's supposed to turn the touchscreen off. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter. Somehow, anytime she has the phone to her cheek, she, hangs up, calls people, texts gibberish, and maybe she did it. So we got a laptop to send back now.
Oh, great. That's always fun.
Did you see all the articles about retail theft and that people send stuff back, but it's not the same thing, or it's damaged stuff, or it's you should try that.
So I mean, it with something that's damaged.
I have seen people steal stuff and then they come back and they return it. That was.
No, I think it's like Amazon online orders and stuff. They'll buy a shirt and replace it with a old shirt that's got holes in it or something.
I smell what you're stepping in. So ignore. Hey, I'm going to write a note. Ignore the Lenovo label. This is totally a Razer gaming laptop.
Ooh, that sounds expensive.
Probably by more than $1,500 more than this laptop cost.
That's like a $2,000.
Yeah, it was like some little rinky-dink $250 laptop. It's just weird. My wife, she asked me this morning. She ordered something. I was like, no. She's like, huh.
It's like, oh, yeah.
Hey, it's an old Family Guy or something. He's like, oh, it couldn't be worse when I was, working returns at Walmart or whatever. And they're like, yeah, the stereo's making a weird whining sound. And they open it up and it's a baby. Like,
Are they returning Wayfair furniture?
Oh, dude, that thing is so weird. And then I don't know if you guys saw it was this either December or something like that. I think I remember seeing there was something going around on Etsy similar to the Wayfair thing. It was
really?
Oh yeah, buy this something. It was it was pizza, because it was funny because people were linking it back to Pizzagate. It's here, this is a portrait of a pizza. We're painting a picture of a pizza, and it was $9,000. Excuse me, what? People were looking into it. They were like, is this
was it Hunter Biden art or what?
I guess so, probably.
This is classy.
Ooh.
It's almost
that's too low for his art.
I mean, I know this stuff happens, but it's they kind of lean into this stuff. You guys saw some of the Super Bowl commercials.
Oh yeah,
no.
Dude, they were...
Didn't see one. Actually, I saw the one that we played, but that was it.
Oh, hey, Steve, he gets us.
Yeah.
I'll send that one to you later. That'll piss you off, right, Will?
John Odermatt, his show, I guess yesterday he was talking about. I didn't listen to the show or anything, but I just saw the description anyhow about the RFK Jr. I guess his Super PAC put out some commercial during the Super Bowl.
They're trying to make a retro his dad or his uncles, with the music and everything.
Yeah, I guess it had to do with Kennedy, and I was trying to look.
They should have had him in a convertible going down the street.
Oh God!
Do you want to repeat? I was trying to watch, and I clicked it. I was trying to read an article about it, and I clicked on an NPR article because I knew New York Times would let me read the article. And I got just a paragraph in, and they said known for his wild conspiracy theories or debunked conspiracy theories, and that line was highlighted. So I clicked on it to see what link that brings through, and oh man, they are just. I mean, obviously,
he's a
NPR is funded.
Because he doesn't like vaccines and all
this. They're funded by all the vaccine companies, and just them saying, it's insane that he even said that ivermectin and whatever could help people, and there's been no studies that support that. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
They literally are.
Shit. Yeah, dude, it's just their whole article was just blatant fucking lies.
The other thing from him,
the four Pinocchio.
I mean, seriously, what do you expect from the corporate press, especially NPR?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they're just they're not called national propaganda radio for nothing.
Dude, here's what's crazy. I used to listen to a lot of NPR, and
I did too.
They say, brought to you by or funded by, and they say some company you've never fucking heard of. Yeah. And now that I'm listening to the RFK books about the medical cartel, I know what all those things are now. And the Wellcome Trust, right by the Wellcome Trust. And it's okay, I don't know what the fuck that is, but whatever. And it's they're a huge fucking vaccine thing. You know, but yeah, just everything I've ever heard who sponsors them is fucking vaccine companies. And it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess.
Well, not only vaccine companies, but if you like, almost every episode on NPR, at least back in the mid 2000s, was Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
Yeah, same difference. Yeah, that too. But I love, yeah, I lump them in the same thing. Whatever. But yeah,
Bill, Melinda Gates, Soros, all that, yeah.
Yeah, every episode. So you know that nothing they were saying was honest. As soon as you hear that ad, nothing was honest. I mean, that was back in the day. Like, I listened to Limbaugh, so I would listen to NPR until Limbaugh came on, and then I'd go back to NPR just because I wanted to hear both sides of it. And it was maddening. Like when they do their stories, like they only bring on people that 100% agree with them, and just push their narrative.
Yeah, don't you think that this is bad? Like, yes, that is bad.
Yeah, or when they bring on the Republican, they bring on the most retarded motherfucker they can, who's not going to make a good argument. You know,
well, and all they do is do it with sound effects. Like, it's funny. I don't know if any of you guys listen to the No Agenda show.
Yeah,
they'll break down 3 stories from NBC, CBS, and ABC. And they're literally the exact same story, down to the sound effects.
Well, I wonder how they're going to spin.
Absolutely amazing.
I wonder how they're going to spin this this news story.
Oh man, you got chicken fingers. You got all this. I want the root of making sure I had the hamburger. So tell me about you guys. What you doing these days?
Why don't you share about your...
Forgets where he's at. He's like, who let y'all in?
I'm playing AAU basketball right now.
Are you really? Are you guard?
Yes, sir.
So the main dudes is probably like head
7th grade.
Who are these people?
Basketball. Team for my school.
Who are they?
Hanging out with real typical black family right there, huh?
It is weird. This is like just him and the boys and the dad. Like, where's the mom?
Did you guys see that there was?
It is the most atypical.
The most atypical because it's
a wealthy motherless black family.
Every once in a while.
Is this more cringy staged with these actors, or the one where Kamala Harris was doing the kids that wanted to be astronauts for NASA? Do you guys remember that one?
Oh,
yeah, that was a good one.
Where they had the pre.
So they were literally actors.
Hold on.
Like, people research that they were literally actors.
I'm very confused. Okay, what is going on there? Like, are these people
Biden's trying to say he likes black people?
No, it's your average Joe. He's trying to look like a man of the people.
You ain't black. Like, that's what he said.
I know, but like, so they're nobodies. They're just like actors or whoever for this little skit that he's doing. Like, what's the premise? Like, they win the lotto and he gets to, like, I mean, like, do they win?
Just what every black person wants to do.
I know, but he's trying to.
It's like, an ad. It's basically an ad to say, like, yeah, you know, Joe is a man of the people, and, like, you know, this is kind of that's kind of his
like,
way. It's his version of like showing up at a diner like Trump does or something like that, like saying, "Oh, I'm going to pay for everybody's meal" or something like that.
And like, see, that's something like kind of make, like, I can kind of see that, right? You go into the restaurant and you actually do it. The way he's doing it just seems, you know, it's like a 90s porn with like the plumber that comes by and has the lady, you know, in her underwear because her laundry machine doesn't work anymore. Like, it's just too like laid out. Like, it's too, you know, like, what does this happen?
You know, like, what do you expect from the DNC though? Like, they literally have no way to do this right. I mean, if you're gonna do it right,
they can't have Joe. They can't have Joe go out in public. Like, because if he goes out in public, he's gonna poop his diaper. Okay.
Well, and that's what, like, it leaves the question, like, can he? Yeah.
How many takes did that take? Like, that probably took 25 takes to do.
Oh, you play basketball, don't you? You know how I know that? Because you're black. Wait.
So wait, did you guys see somebody?
This is the most ironic thing
Hold
ever.
on. So somebody took that video and added a chirp in the background, which is just brilliant.
Did they really?
Yes.
Did they really? Oh my god. Of course. Oh god, dude.
So you just got, like, every 30 seconds you got beep, It's just beautiful.
That's so bad.
So
Joe probably wouldn't even hear it either. So to be fair,
yeah,
is he still running? Or
as of right now,
gonna like?
I think they're setting up Harris. I really do. I think they're gonna have her run.
Oh, she did say that she is prepared to take the reins. I guess whatever.
Take one for the team.
Yeah.
Kanye was talking.
What'd you say? Your thoughts on the Palestinians? I don't have enough information on that. I'm straight up from south side of Chicago, born in Atlanta. I don't have that. I don't have enough information. It's love for everybody, but don't pull me to that conversation. I got 14 kids dying every week in my city. You know what I'm saying? So talk to me about that. Yes. All right, thank you, Kanye.
This is legit the best mentality to have, to be honest. Like,
yeah, I mean that was brilliant on his part.
Kanye may be a little bit crazy, but like that statement was like perfect. Like,
but did you notice he totally switched on his whole like the Jews are coming after me thing after they debanked him?
Yeah, he got tired.
And he was like, "Oh wait, no, they're my friends."
They got a little too close.
They don't like
him. As soon as they debanked him, he was like, cool, man. I'm cool with Jews now." Like, he got his bank accounts back.
I mean, do what you got to do, I guess. Like,
I guess so.
Well, I do have.
I mean, when you're that side, yeah.
I do have something that ties the holiday back into the Kennedy thing. You know, the Zapruder film.
I never liked you, and the only reason I gave you that stupid Valentine is because nobody else would. Watch this, Lise. You can actually pinpoint the second when his heart rips in half.
That's my favorite.
And
back and to the
left. the Nick Gurr video. That's exactly what I was thinking of when the chick like realizes it. She's a nigger. Oh, fuck. You can actually pinpoint the moment when her poor little woke heart rips in half.
Like, oh, what did I just say?
So a couple years ago, I got my wife the "I Choose You" Valentine's Day card. That was awesome.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What?
From that episode, Ralph gives Lisa a Valentine's Day card. It says, "I choose you."
Yeah, there's a picture of a train. You uncultured swine. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. Something about giving my wife a picture of a train on Valentine's Day.
Go ahead, honey, knock yourself out. I'm gonna go drink myself retarded and.
Not that kind of train, okay?
When I come back, I'll slap you around.
Not that kind of train.
Sloppy 13th. Well, I like
it. Let's get a watermelon.
Let's do the spit take there.
So RFK, did he get like? I think I saw something.
They have him scheduled. They have RFK scheduled for a thing in Dallas soon.
Yeah,
he's an op. He's a total op. The only reason he's there is just to split the vote between Trump and Biden.
Let Clyde finish what he was saying.
No, but I think you guys sent an article, or maybe I saw it somewhere else. Did the DNC like they put they did something? They
put out a hit on him.
No, what's the word? They filed a lawsuit against him or something.
Yeah,
did I see that article in here?
Is
that you guys that sent it?
I don't know where that was, but yeah, they filed a. Let me see if I can pull it up.
What was that?
The other thing I thought was pretty lame was so that ad came out and he backed away from it. Oh, it wasn't me, it was the PAC, that did it. And then he apologized to his family if it was insensitive or whatever, but that was his pinned tweet on his personal account.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I had nothing to do with it, but I pinned the tweet anyway.
Oh, here.
I mean, I liked it, but it wasn't my idea. I'm not saying I'm mad about it.
I put it at the top of the feed, but hey, man, come on.
I'm not legally allowed to talk to them about what they make. So
this is the article here. DNC alleges RFK Jr. campaign illegally coordinated with outside group to gather signatures to get basically to get on the ballot. Like the fact that
how does the DNC talk about illegally doing stuff during a, you know what I mean?
It's a Tuesday. That's
right. Can't say that on YouTube. Sorry.
You can say a lot of things.
Hold
you just
on.
can't say that the 2023 thing happened in a way that.
Oh man, don't bring up Bill Nye with me and Dag. We'll get us banned again.
I'm looking at an article from the AP News.
We started discussing stuff. Something about Venus and moons. I don't know.
So the DNC filed a complaint with the Federal Election Commission is that RFK have a ballot access scheme, argues it constitutes illegal coordination with a super PAC supporting his independent bid for the White House. So the PAC is working to collect signatures to ensure, but this violates federal election rules. Because the DNC argues many states, including Arizona, Illinois, Michigan, have rules that candidates or their campaigns be the one collecting ballot signatures, meaning that Kennedy's campaign will have to violate federal rules to meet state requirements. So you have to violate federal laws to meet state laws.
Yeah,
it just like, how about that? And that's something. Like what kind of retarded nonsense do we live in now? Like I don't know.
A lot of it.
The same retarded nonsense that elected Joe Biden.
Yeah.
I mean, they stopped counting for 3 hours to be able to make sure that they had the votes.
Now, come on. It's totally normal.
You're going to get
pizza boxes to
a water line blue. It's okay. Okay. See,
it's totally normal. Just pizza boxes on the window. And a water main busting in Georgia, conveniently, again.
It wasn't even a water main, wasn't it? I think it was like an overflowing urinal.
Oh. Well, that could have been
next
anything.
door.
No,
next door.
I thought a water main blew.
I think that's what they said, but then it turned out it was like an overflowing urinal next door.
That makes sense. Of course, I'm just...
Man,
pretty sure.
Urinal cakes everywhere.
There's got to be a metaphor in there somewhere.
Yeah. It's always meaning. I don't know. You consult my book that Confucius wrote.
I'm not good with poetry and subtext, so I don't know.
Confucius not a smart man, but I know what love is.
That's right. Speaking of movies with a lot of subtext, we watched Strays yesterday. Have you guys seen Strays?
No.
It's like a rated R version of Homeward Bound. You remember Homeward Bound?
Yeah.
Dude.
Is that the one? That's the one. You know, I think I saw the commercial for it. It's like basically like the dogs, but they're going on an adventure, but they just like swear all the time. Like it's like
I mean, yeah, without giving away the plot, more or less. But yeah, it's Will Ferrell's one of the dogs, and Jamie Foxx is one of the dogs. Oh fuck! It was driving me nuts the other day. We were talking about somebody looking at the Department of Security guy, like the conspiracy of him maybe being dead or not, and talking about how he looks different now than he used to. And I cannot remember the name of that guy. Jamie Foxx, that's what it was. Remember a few months back?
Wait, Jamie Foxx is dead?
Well, he had
like a
massive
stroke. Something.
Yeah,
the whole thing was a little strange. But yeah, Jamie Foxx was one of the voices. It was funny. It was good.
Did it sound like the original Jamie Foxx?
Yeah, as best as it could. It's about dogs, so I had to hold back. There's a lot of AI. I had to hold back from crying several times, when I talk about dog stuff, because I'm a big softie with dogs.
Yeah, I like those Homeward Bound movies. Dude, Trey, there's a video game called Stray or Strays 2 where you play as a stray cat that's actually kind of fun. It's on Steam.
Oh yeah. So
it's one of those like cheap independent games. It's a fun game to play for a few hours till you beat it.
Sounds awful.
I actually heard it was decent.
It's like a puzzle game more.
So you just annoy the shit out of everybody.
No, you're trying to survive in the city, and like it's
there's kind of like a story, like it's like a future cyberpunk world. The cat essentially like has to journey through the city. It's a stray cat, going through the city trying to make it, I guess. So yeah, it's almost like
and it's got more than just the one red button on the Atari controller with the stick like you're used to, Steve.
Yeah.
The cat does more than jump and move right.
Yeah.
I play Call of Duty. That's all I do.
I still love Kung Fu, man. That was one of my favorite Atari games. It had two moves. It had kick and jump kick.
Bruce Lee. Hey, I played Bruce Lee on my Commodore 64, man.
Oh, nice.
That was awesome.
Oh, that's
that was awesome. We watched. We were watching.
See, Army Man was one of them.
What?
Army Men, like the
Army
plastic
Men?
stick, the stick men.
Oh, you're going.
Yeah.
We're
I tried that
talking.
game. I
We're
didn't
talking
like
retro
that.
Atari. Trey's going straight into like 32-bit graphics. What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was PlayStation 1, right? Wasn't that
Yeah.
the Army Man games?
Yeah.
No,
Probably
well,
those.
this the
64
one I'm
had it
talking
also.
about.
We had it
yeah,
on
the
the
one I'm talking
Wii.
about was before. There's like an Army Men 3D, and then there was like an Army Men that came before that one. Sorry.
I gotcha.
It was more like an RTS kind of game or whatever.
So
like,
we're watching the original Invasion of Body Snatchers. We're about halfway through. We started it last night.
The only part I remember from that is the very last scene. Not even scene, but image. I don't want to ruin it for you if you're watching it.
I've seen it. I saw it when I was a kid. I haven't seen it since I was like probably 12.
Is the
I think it's actually somebody. I think the guy looks just like Clyde.
Yeah, definitely.
Is the remake of that the one with Donald Sutherland in it, or am I thinking of another movie?
Donald Sutherland's in the original.
Okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
It's Donald Sutherland, Leonard Nimoy, and
yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, it's so far it's been
I've seen the
really
one with him
good.
in it.
I think he might be in both of them. I think he might be in the remake too.
Kind of like Burt Reynolds reprising his role in The Longest Yard. I got you. I like the connectivity.
Yeah, I didn't like the second Longest Yard movie.
That's fine.
You guys talk about a bunch of
Adam Sandler's like super hit and miss.
See, I like the Longest Yard remake. I don't know. Maybe it's just.
I know you're sleep deprived, Clyde. I feel bad for you.
No, you're talking about like
I'm sorry about your goat too, by the way.
crap movies that I've never heard of. I guess is it golf or football? I don't know.
It's football. Yeah.
Or is it porn? I have no interest.
No, The Longest Train is a porn. The Longest Yard.
Yeah. There we
football.
It's like that. It's like that image of all the guys like coming up like one at a time to like. I don't know if you've
Just
seen
keep
that.
coming out of the tunnel. They just don't stop.
I don't know why you
out of one into the other.
Have you guys seen the Trey Parker Matt Stone movie Orgasmo?
No,
but I should. Is it good?
I feel like I did.
Is Moneyball any good? I've never seen Moneyball either.
Moneyball's good, yeah.
Moneyball's good, yeah.
Yeah. The book's good too.
I mean, they're geniuses. They really are.
Yeah, it was based on a book. Yeah. I mean, it's all based on real stuff that happened, obviously, but
yeah.
I'm trying to find it. Where's the thing in the jig?
I have the trailer for Invasion of Body Snatchers.
Did y'all see that that there was that we had we're sending another like 60 billion to Ukraine again?
Yay.
Shocker.
Yeah, Hawaii is sitting there and the people are losing their houses, and East Palestine's still not being
and our favorite
Flint, Michigan
the
water.
Rock and Oprah launder money.
Look, Mitt Romney says this is the most important vote.
The vote we will soon take to provide military weapons for Ukraine is the most important vote we will ever take as United States senators.
What a piece of shit.
It always reminds me of Guy Smiley from Sesame Street.
Oh, God.
Remember the big-headed puppet news reporter?
Oh, that guy's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he's no Sam Eagle. Sam Eagle's my dude.
Is Romney running again? When is he?
No, he's retiring.
He's done, right?
He's gonna
lame
quit
duck
after.
right now.
Yeah.
I think he's
But he's been trying to like everything, basically every package, like oh yeah, we gotta vote for this, we gotta send more money to Ukraine and all this kind of stuff. Like before he goes,
he's retiring, but he knows he can't get reelected.
Yeah,
like there's no way they'll reelect him.
Full sellout mode.
Yeah, he's like I get mine while I'm here. I can go ahead.
Yeah.
We'll send money to Ukraine so that I can get a job in Ukraine and get
We should.
I mean, it sucks when the choice was him or Obama. It's like I don't know which one's gonna screw us over.
We should
last.
deport him down to Mexico with the rest of his Mormon family that have a compound down there and let him battle the cartels.
See,
you guys know about that? The Mormons that live in Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh God. See, I only voted for him because like my granddad was like, oh yeah, like Obama's gonna destroy this country, and I was like, well,
he did. I mean,
yeah,
they were both gonna destroy it, just in different ways.
Yeah, it's so cool.
I voted for Gary Johnson that year. It was the last time I voted.
I think I voted for Johnson too.
I voted for Kodos.
No, don't blame me. I voted for Kodos.
I should get that shirt for the next election day.
We can just vote for a third-party candidate. Go ahead, throw your vote away.
At least you can wear that. At least you can wear that shirt to an election booth. You can't wear any. I don't know if you guys saw about that kind of stuff. Like you can't wear any candidate gear or whatever. Like if you go to the actually
no campaigning within 200 feet of a polling place.
Yeah, well, I mean, not even if you're not campaigning, like you're just going in there to vote. Like
you can't wear a pin or anything.
Is that kind of like
the
T-shirt?
I would see the argument. I still think it's stupid, but I could see the argument being made then that you're campaigning because you're wearing. Because then, how would you define campaigning versus not?
Yeah,
I'm not campaigning. I'm just holding the sign. It's free speech.
Is that kind of like wearing the T-shirt of the band you're going to the concert to see?
Yeah.
Is that like along the same lines?
Wait, what? I've never heard that rule.
What's wrong with that?
That's just.
What if you buy the T-shirt at the concert? Can you put it on?
But you wear it the next day. You bring it home to your girl
after the concert. Okay, I see. Those are the rules, I guess.
Yeah. See, it's not as now. What's really gay is if you're in a band wearing your own band shirt on stage.
See,
that's
hella
gay.
Yeah,
with a picture of yourself on it.
Like, oh yeah, I'm like whatever, what's his name, from Kiss. Like he's up there wearing a Kiss shirt. That would be supremely gay. Yeah.
But if anybody could pull it off, it would be
no
Kiss.
matter what you do.
I would say that. Yeah, if anybody could get away with it, it would be Kiss. They're just they're their own thing as is, I guess.
The band that made millions of dollars being the worst freaking band in America. Like,
it's like the Spaceballs joke. It's like Spaceballs the toilet paper. It'd be like Kiss the toilet paper, Kiss the milk, Kiss. They put their logo on everything.
Do you guys remember the Kiss movie from like the 70s? Oh, it was so bad. Oh, it was so bad. So bad.
Probably can't hold a candle to the ICP movies.
Oh, those are bad.
Dude.
It's one thing out of Detroit that I regret, man.
So, who's the fat one? Is that Shaggy 2 Dope?
So, I think so.
So his daughter is a furry, and they have a YouTube channel where they she tries on like different furry costumes, and he's there like, "Yo, this is dope. We got that wolf head. Look at the stitching on
this." He would be like the hype man of.
Dude, they make fucking money, dude. They own all their own shit.
Yeah.
They own their movies. They own their labels. They own their fucking merchandising.
Props to them. That's very smart.
That was super smart when they started. They did not sell to any label. They just would put out. So I lived in Detroit, grew up in Detroit during that time while I was in my 20s. But I worked at a record
during the ICP years.
Yeah, well, I worked at a record store, and they did their own distribution. They would come in, stock their own stuff. They would
really.
Every time they had their people doing it too, but when they first started out, it was just them, and then they would be begging everybody like, hey, let's do whenever they would have a new tape out, they would do a release and hit every single record store in the area and sign everything, and the place would be packed. I mean, just thugs with Faygo everywhere.
You can make fun of juggalos all you want, but most of them just want to get high, drink Faygo, and they're really chill. And it's so, messed up. Remember when the FBI named them a gang or whatever, or a hate group?
Oh yeah, you had their sticker on your car. They could search you without a fucking warrant, bro.
Yeah. They're domestic terrorists. Yeah.
I think they finally got that
handled.
Juggalo
march in DC because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they must have marched in January 6th. That's what it was. Imagine the juggalos.
One thing that they did is they put Faygo on the map, because Faygo is just a Michigan thing, and they've totally put it on the map, and it's sold everywhere now.
That's why I can't find Hawaiian Punch.
And Faygo grape soda, I don't care who you are, is the best freaking soda out there.
That's like Friendly Gus is the only place I can find that down here. I never knew that was a ICP thing.
Yeah, it's Michigan.
Yeah,
they talk about it. So at their shows, I haven't been to an ICP show. I've been to Cottonmouth King shows where like Twisted open for them or something. But at like actual ICP shows, they go through like 50 gallons of fucking Faygo during like they have just bins of 2 liters on stage and they shake them up and spray them all over the whole crowd. It's like a gore show but with Faygo. There's a guy, dude, on their tours. There's a guy whose job is he washes all their clothes right in between shows. So they go from one city to the next. He takes all their clothes to like a laundromat and washes them. And the water in these machines is dark brown. Like when these clothes are being washed because they're just so soaked with fucking Faygo every fucking day. It is insane.
Well, Steve, you get to claim ICP from Michigan. I guess I have to claim Guar. They're Virginia.
Dude, I've seen Guar. Have you ever seen them?
I haven't been there live. They have their own. They have their own brand of beer that they sell in Virginia. Also, that's not bad.
Aren't they all like fucking like scientists or like PhDs or something? The Guar guys. Sure. I think they're all like really smart.
Their lead singer passed away, right? Odorous Arungus or whatever he called himself.
I don't know. I saw them in.
Pretty sure he died a few years ago.
I saw them in the 90s.
I think so.
Like, pretty sure it was. Yeah, it was them in the 90s.
My buddy loves them. He goes to their shows and he's like, "Oh yeah, dude, they brought out like this Michael Jackson doll and they fucked it or something. I don't know. Like they just do crazy shit."
Do they still do the meat grinder thing? They bring out the big meat grinder and put somebody in it, and they obviously go out the back, and then they just they play somebody screaming, and all this meat gets thrown out into the crowd. It's pretty crazy.
So when my buddy went to the most recent show he went to a couple years ago, he said it was definitely toned down a bit, but they're older too, you know. But he said the last show he went to was definitely toned down from like the '90s shows.
Okay.
So to answer your question, I don't know, but
good job, thanks.
Yeah.
That's your question. I have no clue what I'm talking about, but
I'm going to do a theatrical show myself, so that's why I stick to Alice Cooper. That way I can go home without staining my shirt.
Yes. I was watching the Brian.
A good show too. Alice Cooper's thrown down this stuff a lot.
Yeah, he still puts on a damn good show for as old as he is, and he gets around really well. He's not falling over and almost dying like Pete Townsend is now these days for the Who.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see. We're going to see Judas Priest with Sabaton in May.
Oh, cool!
It's gonna be a good show.
I just like. At what age are you too old to get up and do a show? Because I mean, like,
when you're dead, man.
Yeah, but no, like, there's something to it. Like, you have to have something in order to put on a show. Like, I saw Mike Doherty one time, and it was absolutely atrocious. Like, he just was an awful showman. Like, and so I think at a certain age, you gotta just call it a day, man. Like, nobody wants to see you in your wheelchair, trying to smash your guitar. Like, it doesn't work. Like, you don't have the muscle mass anymore. Like, you can't do it. Just stop. Like, I don't know.
But your aesthetic isn't the same. Like you're like yeah.
You can't put on a show.
Yeah.
I think when you get to the point where your musicians are all hired and you're the only original member and you're basically a cover band of yourself, that's when you stop.
Yeah.
Like that's when you should stop. Like,
when you lose two members of a band, then basically the whole band composition has changed. Like then. That's probably the time where
I'll say Alice in Chains singer that they got after what's his name died is way better singer. Like he hits every note perfect. Like they're amazing live.
Speaking of singers, maybe we should watch these guys do a show.
Fuck, he does wail, man.
Yeah, he's got a great voice.
That guy too. He actually that's pretty good.
Women can't stand to see
they're
men
good.
having fun.
They're good
with
at
the boys.
harmonizing.
Yeah.
Hey, pull this up. This Clyde reminded me of this, like being old, not having the strength to do anything anymore.
Kid, so now I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Is that Blue?
I used to be much stronger.
You're my boy, Blue.
Oh, since Toby Keith died, it makes me think of I ain't as good as I was.
Dude, I had a whole thing the other day that I was like a whole thing I was going to go on talking shit about Toby Keith, and then we got to talking about cancer, people dying of cancer, and it kind of took the wind out of my sails. And so I didn't.
He died of cancer like this.
Well, so here's what I was going to say: is his song, which they've been playing a lot lately, like even before he died, which I thought was weird. But the song "How Do You Like Me Now"? Are you guys familiar? Yeah. Like I remember when it came out, but listening to it as an adult, I'm like, this is just horrible. Basically, he bullied this valedictorian in high school who wanted nothing to do with him. Wrote her number, called for a good time on the football field. Like went out of his way. She wanted nothing to do with him, and then he grows up, becomes super famous and rich, and she's
basically
unhappy.
tells her like, "Screw you."
She's in an unhappy relationship. She's crying. She's very unhappy with her life because she has a husband who's always away on business and never home. And the song, "How Do You Like Me Now?" Now, like I'm on the radio, and you wake up in the morning, you got to listen to my voice, and you're in this stupid, shitty fucking life with your shitty husband doesn't play time with you. Fuck you. And it's like, dude, what a fucking asshole. And second off, he's a fucking touring recording artist. You think he'd be home all the time? You think he wouldn't be out fucking cheating on her? You know what I mean? Like he would have been a better husband.
Yeah.
Oh, God damn it!
Like I'd be a better man, and it's like he's been divorced twice or something like that too. Like,
he takes the time to write a song about how like fuck you, bitch, like years after high school because his chick in high school didn't want him. Fuck off, dude.
I mean, it's basically the buff, like the more like maybe not a buff, like the more like masculine version of like Taylor Swift, I guess. Like that's literally what it is. Like
where do you think she learned it?
Well, Clyde, this is when you retire.
Is that really him? Is that them?
He can't hit his notes.
I love the one of him trying to sing "Kickstart My Heart."
The dude cannot sing anymore.
Dude, the one with Kickstart My Heart, like, because that's a faster paced song. Like, he was like really out of breath for that.
Yeah,
that was pretty funny trying to watch. They did one of those for that.
I never saw them. I always wanted to go see them. I've always wanted to go see them. I've never been able to go see them. And my buddy went probably about, what was before COVID, so it was probably 18 or so the last time they toured. And he said it was the absolute worst concert he has ever seen. He's seen cover bands do better versions of their songs than they did. I mean, Mick Mars isn't even touring anymore. He can't stand up. Like, they have a stand-in guitarist playing. Like, that's when you retire, Clyde.
Do you think is it greedy musicians, or is it the greedy like people that own the namesake? You know, they're like,
well, there's musicians, but there's thousands of people who make money off of them. So
yeah, they do own their own.
Good
music,
for the goose, good for the gander.
It's like it's one of those things where it's like, oh, you want to do one more tour? Like they're telling them like, hey, you still got it in you. You can do one more tour, and then and they go on one more tour, and they make a lot more money, and they're like,
they have a heart attack and die. I mean, I was listening to the radio the other day, and the guy's like, oh, tickets for the Beach Boys Golden Step tour this summer is going on sale.
Any original
how many of them are?
I don't
still
think
around?
it is.
It's like it's basically a cover band.
It's a cover band.
That's what I was going to say earlier. There's bands that do that. It's like they're from like the 50s and 60s, and there's not even any original members. It's just it's new members. They sing the old songs. They call themselves the same thing.
Foreigner is a complete different band. Like, not one original member is left in Foreigner.
Is there like a rule where like you have to, if you join the band when there's like one living member left, like you can still call it that. And then like, as long as that, you join the band when that one living member is still a member of the band, you know what I mean? Like kind of pass the torch along. I dub you foreigner now, and like he gets to call his buddies.
It's like a Dread Pirate Robert scenario.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like it's essentially, the time when you hang it up is when you realize that you're actually becoming retarded.
Because democracy basically means government by the people, of the people, for the people. But the people are retarded.